What's going on? It's the Talkin Yanks pregame show. We got a weekend set versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Game 1 this Friday, a 7 o'clock start. The battle for first place, part 2, begins. And we are excited. We got the big man on the bump versus a bunch of bums bullpen, dang it. Not bums, they're pretty good, but fuck them. Jake, how you doing?
Good, James. Excited for a regular series of Yankees baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like it's been a week because it's been since last weekend, since with the weather and the off day and everything else. Excited to lock into a 3-game set and see what that looks like with, how we're going to use the bullpen, how they're going to use their bullpen, who's going to be a thorn in our side, who's going to give the Rays a big series. So excited. And again, I know it's not in our top priority because it's May, but we were half mockingly calling it the battle for first place last weekend. But battle for first place. We're half a game behind the Rays. And I'll say this, Jim, it is nice to see the Yanks on top of the AL East standing, which if we do that today, we'll see it.
It's nice to see. It means
which
nothing.
Is also nuts with everything that's happened.
Yeah, it means nothing. I mean, let it be known to everyone that being in first place in May means nothing. But it's good. Better than being in last place, I'll say that.
Yeah.
The Rays, if you're wondering what they did since we played them last, they had an off day. Then 2 games versus the Marlins where they kicked their ass, shut them out both games. What did they do offensively, Jake? Did they win?
We both kind of did the same thing, right? We played the Orioles and beat them for 2. They played Miami. They shut out Miami both days, but it was a 4-0 and a 1-0 game. So the bats weren't necessarily flying. But I think they were in Miami. So, I mean, you got the pitchers hitting and stuff like that. So, but they got their 2 wins and they pitched well.
They pitched well. The Yankees
best ERA in the AL for the Rays.
Nice. Yeah, they're a good team. Good squad. They'll be bullpen day today. Stanek is opening, which sucks because the Yankees, nor any team, really does good against that, which is why it's a good strategy for them. Let's do the Yankees lineup today. Is DJ LeMahieu's leading off, playing second base. Aaron Hicks is in the 2-hole. Playing center field. Voit at first base in the 3-hole. Gary catching. Morales DHing in the 5-hole. Glaber, then Clint, then Gardner in left field. Urshela at the 9-hole. And CeCe on the bump. This is a manager's dream lineup versus a bullpen day. We finally have 2 switch hitters that he can now go righty, switch, righty, switch, righty, lefty, righty. Like he finally has 3 potential lefties to split up this lineup. And you can see that's why I think Hicks is 2-hole today. That's why Morales is right in the middle and Gardner's at the end. So he can do that.
Yeah, and because if in that first inning, if one runner gets on, Stanek would still he'd be able to face 3 righties, which gives him a little more of the advantage. I mean, Hicks just splits him up. It's kind of the same, but yeah, it's I'm interested to see because we've talked about having a righty heavy team, and when the big guys come back, I mean, our main guys are going to be righties, but it'll be interesting to see if the analytics start to show anything that this lineup depth with the switchability does help. Big Kendrys Morales, of course, in our 5-hole, like he always is. Like we always knew he would be.
Yes, there he is. Mr. Dependable.
Mr. Kenmo.
Venmo. Money. That's what that makes me think of. Okay. Give me the Rays lineup, Jake. Who do they got?
Your Tampa Bay Rays. Yandy Diaz leading off at first. Tommy Pham in left. Austin Meadows. We saw a lot of him. He's DHing today. Avisail Garcia and right. Willie Adames, the shortstop. D-Row, Daniel Robinson at third. Travis d'Arnaud returns to New York. Brandon Lowe at second. And Guillermo Heredia in center field with Stanek as the opener. We think he's going to be followed by Yanni Chirinos, but you never know with those Rays, baby.
Rays. Got a good lineup. They got a lot of hitters that can scare you. You said they haven't been hitting that much lately. Right? Like they just did a 4-0 and 1-0, you said. And they didn't put on like a power display versus the Yankees, really. If you take away the Nestor Cortez.
Right. Yeah, and I just say right now, and they've got some injuries and they've got their own things going on. I mean, hey, so do the Yankees, clearly. But their top four is really strong. I mean, if you don't necessarily know those guys, I mean, they are good ball players. Yandy is a scary hitter. Pham put together like an MVP second half last year. Meadows looks like one of the best players we've seen all season. And Avisail's, I mean, just a big, powerful guy. Willie Adames, I mentioned he's put together some series against the Yankees before, but he's not doing much this year. And then like d'Arnaud, he's still new in town for these guys. Lowe had a great first month, and then when we saw him, he struck out 9 out of 10 at bats. So right now I feel like they're having a problem of stretching out their lineup, which maybe that's the first mini what to watch for. Just because, yeah, that second half of the lineup for the Rays doesn't have the same effect right now.
Do you I had a question and I'm blanking on it.
Sure.
What was I going to ask?
Okay.
Oh, do you know who their backup catcher is now?
Ooh, so I saw Kaboom got hurt, or Ben Boom, whatever his name is. And I did one of those sad things because I was like, whoa, what if these were his only major league games? But he got 2 hits, so I'm happy for him. I'm not sure. Who do you know?
I do. It's Erik Kratz.
Oh, that's right. They traded for Kratz. Yeah, I saw you sad that you weren't going to be able to root for him.
Yeah, so twice in a row now, Kratz is on the opposing side. We just played him in San Francisco. Now they trade him to the Rays. Now we're going to see Kratz probably tomorrow, which is a day game after night game. So
this is turning into were you in the fantasy football league one year
when we traded Antonio Gates?
Yeah, Antonio Gates kept getting traded to play. Was it Big Evan?
Yeah. We traded Antonio Gates so he would always play against Big Evan, and he just kept killing Big Evan.
He had a monster year.
Yeah, that was funny. All right, let's talk about CC. CC, his last start was against the Rays. He went 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. Both were solo shots, one from Yandy and one from Avisail, Garcia, and Diaz. He's been exactly what you wanted from a 5th starter is what CC's given us. Listen to his season. 5 innings pitched, 0 earned runs. 5 innings pitched, 0 earned runs. 5 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. That's the only blemish. 5.1, 2 earned runs. 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs. 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. That's what we wanted from CC as a 5th starter. Give me the stability. I don't need 8 innings pitched, 2 earned runs from CC. I really don't, because that might mean that he blows himself out and the next game gives us 3 innings pitched, 6 earned runs. Give me 5-2 all day, every day, Jake. I'll take it. I like it. Watch out for those solo home runs. He got popped twice. He did avoid a big inning where he walked 2 batters, then was able to have a double play turned behind him. I think Choi hit into the double play, and Choi's not the fastest, so there was some like scary moments. So CC just got to do his thing, but just don't, keep those shots solo shots. That's the key.
Yeah, and Jim, it was my backup what to watch for today. This first inning's huge. CC's only going to see the top of this lineup twice. That's just what the analytics say. That's what CC's pitch count says. And like I said, all the fear is up there. Yandy Diaz looks like a big righty power hitter this year. He's looked scary and such a good grab for them. And then Pham is a really good player. So if CC can get to Austin Meadows, the lefty, with no one on in the first and have a clean first, that would be huge, especially when the Rays lead MLB in first inning runs. So that first inning is going to be huge. And Jim, here's a little something you're going to hate to watch for, but CC needs a good game just so we don't have the bad people on Yankees Twitter being like, oh, well, I guess we shouldn't have had the celebrity softball thing the day before he started.
That is a storyline that people are itching to say as soon as he gives up a couple runs. People already have that queued up in their brains. You're right.
Yeah. So you can't do that.
Yeah, you got to avoid that. That's a good call. So we went to bullpen usage because they're doing their opener and then bullpen day.
Right.
Try to look at it for you guys. Jalen Beeks threw 3 innings in their last game, but they had an off day yesterday as well. Pagan went 1 1/3. Basically, it looks like I don't expect Beeks. Everyone else, you think Yanni Chirinos might get a bulk of innings here. I mean, their ideal, their path to victory is probably like Stanek for 2, Chirinos for 3, and then Pagan. I don't even know what they do.
Yeah,
Pagan,
I mean, they're
Pruitt,
open to using
Castillo.
everyone, and I think that's it actually segues into my what to watch for a little bit, unless you're not ready for it, Jim.
Go ahead. What do you got?
My what to watch for, and it's a generic word that people like blowing up nowadays, but I went small ball. And you're talking about that Rays bullpen, Jim. Tomorrow they've got Snell on the mound, who's going to give them close to 6 guaranteed, unless we make them strike us out a lot again, the old Trojan horse. And they've got Charlie Morton on the mound Sunday. So those are 2 pretty reliable starting pitchers. And to get game 1 in this series and obviously, quote unquote, battle for first place, I think they're gonna go full bullpen. They're not gonna be shy to not use anyone. That's kind of how they live, anyways. And I think CC's gonna give us a good effort today because we've got a pretty well rested bullpen. I think both managers are going out trying to win this game, which crazy that's like a take nowadays, but I think it's true. And I mean, I don't think unless CC's pitching incredible, like less than 2 hits, he's not going to see the top of this lineup 3 times. So I think we're going to see a lot of bullpen, and I think some of these arms that come out, whether it's ours or theirs, are talented guys that you're going to have to put an inning together. If you get a leadoff double, you're going to need maybe the bunt over to third or get the runner over, the sac fly. So I think today's going to be a small ball game, but I've been wrong before, Jim.
You've been wrong so many times.
So often. More often than I'm right.
Maybe. I was going to say around 50-50.
Okay, I'll take that.
My what to watch for is Kendrys Morales. Mr. Ken. He had a nice debut. A single, infield single, 2 walks. Not bad. Pinstripes on, clean shaven. Hey, man, now you're in the rivalry everyone's talking about. The AL East rivalry, battle for first. The Rays and the Yankees. The 2 teams, with the historic history and bad blood. Time to bring it. Show up, Mr. Ken. I need at least a home run from him today.
Ooh, wow.
No
demands.
I mean, he got DFA'd. He kind of thanked the A's for putting a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And now Cashman says, we'll take that chip and we'll let you just go do what you need to do with it.
Just bat 5-hole and switch hit for us, buddy. Have fun.
So I'm looking for him to have a fun day. I don't know if it's a home run. If
and maybe Marcus Timms gave him the same advice he gave Cameron Maybin.
Swing hard.
Swing hard, dude.
Hit it hard, man.
Seriously, don't be shy about it.
So I think Kendrys is going to be part of the formula for a rally and the win today.
I am all for that. And yeah, let's game 1 of the 3-game series with Snell and Morton coming up. Let's get it. Rested pin, CC.
What's our path to victory?
one of our better lineups we've seen in a little while. Well, we've got to have a couple uber rested dudes, right? I mean, like guys like Holder and Chad.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't pitch in the doubleheader. They've been rested. Holder needed it. Johnny Holds needed it. And you wonder, I mean, if it's I could see CC today if he's in the fourth inning and the top of that lineup's coming again. I think you see Holder, and then they go to the big dogs. I don't know. We've seen Aaron Boone implementing the Dellin playoff strategy with Ottavino. If they need outs, when they need outs, whether it's the fourth, well, not the fourth yet, but if it's the fifth or sixth inning, and these are the outs you need to hold the lead, he'll go to Vino. So
the most likely don't want to go to Chapman or Britton today.
You think so?
Back-to-back outings. I mean, I know they had the day off in between, but they both pitched 2 innings at 2 different times. I think they'd rather not, especially
I'd say Britton's a no. I mean, if it's a save situation, I think they go Chappie, and then they'd say no for tomorrow.
Yeah, but I think the goal is to not use Chapman or Britton. The goal is to have more than a 4-run lead. I think you're right. I think Britton's a no-go. I think Chapman is, if it's like a save situation, even if it's 4 runs, I think they'll try to squeak by. But the other thing is, Jake, I don't know if we have a starter for Sunday yet. Like Sunday may be Luis Sessa starting, and who knows? Because like I'm saying, yeah, get Chad work because he hasn't pitched in a while with all these off days. But do they want to save Chad for Sunday? Can they give Chad just 1 inning today? He's off tomorrow, 2 innings on Sunday. Because Sunday we don't have a starting pitcher, so keep that in the back of your mind. I still want them to go win the game at hand. But I think Holder is a must today. Like, not a must, but I think a definite. I think we're going to see him because he hasn't pitched in – I mean, Holder hasn't pitched in the last 5 games, and there's been 2 off days. Has he not thrown a pitch in 7 days?
In a game, probably.
That's insane. Good for you, Holder.
Yeah.
You earned that, though.
Needed it.
I think like you said that they might go Ottavino in the 6th inning like they've been doing, Jake. I'm getting a feeling we may try to save Ottavino for his first save.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
And try to go Holder, Chad, Canely, Otto. If it's a close game.
I don't know. I guess that's where you and I differ. I think Chapman's fine for today. He looked great in that game too.
It depends how he's feeling. It all depends on like you ask Aroldis, how do you feel? Yeah.
I'm just we're both guessing a little bit. I think he'd be there, and if you use him, then you say definitely no tomorrow. You almost have to use Holder at some point. You got to get him into a game. And Jim, I don't know. This is just something it's been in the back of my head the whole time.
Get it out.
We hate the opener. We hate Stanek. He's got the hair. He's an opener.
That fucking hair. No, I actually don't mind the hair. It's so gross because he looks like a pirate.
Yeah. And obviously I hope the Yankees get to him because I hope the Yankees get to every pitcher they face. But I wonder if they do get to him today, because the opener is still so new to baseball, Jim. I'm wondering if part of being a reliever that makes it hard to hit is you don't see them a lot. And we saw Stanek last week. Luke Voigt saw Stanek last week. So I'm wondering if you do see the Yankees put something together against Stanek, if there's something going forward like, well, if you throw the same reliever a lot, it takes away from the what's the word I'm looking for? Not obscurity, the novelty. Is that a word?
Well, the novelty of the opener is going to get worn down soon. Yes, that could be what you're trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was kind of around the word I was looking for, but novelty mixed with just like seeing that same guy. Like
sparsity.
He is their opener. The guy's got 11 starts technically already on the season. He is their opener. So that would be let's get it.
Okay. Let's move on to Homer Draft. It's the Homer Draft. Homer draft. It's the Homer draft. I took last series. I won.
He's back.
1-0. It is 6 series wins for me, 4 series wins for Jake, and 4 tied series. On the season, I am up 13-10. And
there's an asterisk from last series, but everybody knows that.
Why?
Oh, the Gary was illegal. Should have both been able to go Gary. 1 game Gary?
Nope, not. So I have the
asterisk,
first.
But congrats.
I have the first pick again.
Wow.
And for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for the 5th time in a row, my first pick for game 1 will be Gary Sánchez.
Yeah, I mean, again, no. Everyone else at home knows why the asterisk is there. I mean, wow. But, it's a great pick. Gary's a great player. Love the pick. I'm going with, and you should have heard me hinting at it in my voice, I'm going with Luke Voigt. We saw him get the 2 hits at the end of the Orioles series. That sparked him. He's got his balance back. Flash was doing a good job talking about that. And like I said, he's seen Stanek. He knows what's coming with Stanek now. So he's going to pop him.
Didn't he almost pop Stanek? He put one to the track against Stanek.
We're talking big boy homer today, Jim.
Oh,
I'm thinking
wow.
475.
480,000?
475. And then let's see, we got we're going there. Let's go give me Kendrys Morales, the Magic Man.
That was rude.
The Magic Man. You said you got to watch out for him. So
you knew I was taking him, so you snaked him. I see the game we're playing.
Well,
Well, I'm taking the man who has hit 3 home runs in his last 2 games then. Let the magic ride, Glaber. Make it 4 in his last 3 games. Pop another one. It's Glaber Day. We're a week away from Memorial Day. So why not be Glaber Day again?
A week and a couple days. Yeah.
Yeah. Week and a couple days.
Like a week and a half. Yeah.
Yeah. We're close. We're coming up.
We're close. It's coming up. Get ready for Memorial Day, Glaber Day.
It's Gary and Glaber versus Voigt and Morales. If you guys want to tweet at us your pick in the Homer draft for bragging rights, do so. Over under time, Jake. We were both correct on the. Oh, actually, sorry, you were not. I was.
Yeah.
I thought we both had it. Never mind. So I got it right. You got it wrong. The last time.
Yes.
What do you think this is set at? I think this is set at 8.
You think she's an 8-er?
8 or 8.5.
I'm going 8.
All right.
Let's see. Yeah, MLB. Why wouldn't you put the Yankees game in front of me? Because they're the only team I click on. Holy Toledo's. 9.5.
Why?
Horrible line. Hammer the under. I was going under at 8. Who wants free money today?
Yeah. I'm going under as well.
For any of our friends on a gambling app or in Vegas or wherever you are, just enjoy collecting.
Why do they think it's 9.5? Just because maybe they think because the Rays just saw CC that the hitters have the advantage and and we just saw all their bullpen guys, so maybe they think the hitters have the advantage the second way around. I don't really get why I'm shocked by that line.
Are they still playing with the celebrity softball fences? Because that would change things.
I hope not. So you're saying hammer the under?
Vegas always knows. Hammer the under. Oh my God!
You were giving out free money.
Did you hear that?
It just hurt me deep inside.
Whoa, that was Talkin Yanks.
That was Talkin Yanks.
Girls are bad. Motherfucker. I hate myself.
All right, I haven't played with the soundboard in a while.
Soundboard sesh.
Everyone, enjoy your bad day.
And we are out of here. Enjoy the game. Thank you for hanging out with us. We will see you tomorrow on the pregame show. It's a 1 o'clock start. Lineups will probably be out around 1 to 12 to 11 to 10, around 10 in the morning. Live pregame show. See you then.